Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Riverview, here in Farming Simulator 22 with me, C. Waddy. It is the 1st of November, ladies and gentlemen, here in game. I have completed October, and that means hopefully now, fingers crossed, we've got some harvesting to do. Need to turn all my filters back on, of course, because I was doing some testing for Mr. Stevie last night, trying to solve an issue, well, reported by one of his group members who was saying they were having issues with one of his maps, not being able to harvest some crops because they kept disappearing. Turns out, having done both he tested it and I tested it, that it's not an issue with any of them. It's not an issue with the map, put it that way. The map works fine, the crops work fine, so it's either a mod conflict that the guy's got, or it's possibly a case of he's got a very old version of the map. Or possibly he's got a new version of the map, but he's using it with an old save, and that's not going to work. So anyway, got that sorted out last night, but obviously I turned off all the crop filters because I only wanted to test the multi-fruits that Stevie had added to his maps, or has been adding to his map since, I think, the Ringwoods map. And obviously Stevie's also told me he's got some updates for all of his maps, but he will only be releasing those once Giants sort out patch 1.9 and release a hotfix or an update for some of the stuff that's slightly bugged since the last update to the game, which is okay. Which is a-okay. Right, so we've got some sunflowers to harvest today. And everything else is right. The grass needs mowing, but I said I wasn't going to mow the grass this year. Let's turn on all the other overlays as well, so we can see what's occurring. That's fine. I did make a boo-boo over on that field, there. I may have mentioned this in the last video, actually, that when I ploughed that field, instead of stone picking it, I went straight on there and seeded. And as a result, the field is covered in stones, and because I've seeded it, I can't get rid of them now, because they are the heavy, densest stones which require the stone picker, so rolling doesn't do anything. So unfortunately, that field's going to punish my equipment. It'll certainly punish the harvester later in the year. Right, anyway, we are going to drop this. We're going to go and get this field harvested. Like I say, this is the one of the last fields I need to do this year. I'm guessing then that the canola over on field 17 isn't going to be ready till possibly December. That's bad. That's bad. Anyway, we can't really do much about that, can we? So anyway, instead what we will do is we'll get this harvested. Everything else is growing. And whilst we're harvesting, I'll take a minute to explain why we are over here on kit. Why am I doing this video over here on kit, rather than just normally uploading the video that I've played, recorded, offline, rendered in and edited, and then, you know, uploaded. And the simple answer to that is purely to save me some workload. Save me some workload at the minute. Obviously, I've moved over here to kit to try and transition my streaming aspect of my content creation from the purple brand owned by Amazon. You know the one, begins with a T. I ultimately would like to leave that platform and come over here full time with my streaming in support, and obviously continue to support my obviously YouTube channel where you're watching this video, hopefully. If you're watching the VOD, if you're watching the live stream, hello to everybody on Kick. Pleased to have you here this morning. And like I say, to obviously get established over here on the new streaming platform, I need to do a lot of hours streaming, and a lot of hours content to convince people that it's, you know, worth following me, worth viewing me. And obviously I need to reach affiliate status on the platform, which requires me to get 75 followers, of which at the moment I'm sitting on 44. So I'm over halfway. I'm over halfway on the affiliate grind, and I am looking forward to obviously reaching affiliate here on the platform, and then taking my content even further and doing more than just farm sim over here on Kick. Obviously my Twitch channel and everything has been very farm sim sort of themed for a while now, and unfortunately whenever I try to do anything else, try to play any other games, just try to do some recreational fun stuff, you just get punished, because the minute you start trying to branch out into other things or other genres or other games, you get buried in the algorithm and your discovery gets tanked. So you don't get like exposed to new viewers. So it's only your regular hardcore followers that are gonna come and view you. And obviously if those hardcore followers are sort of attuned to watching farm sim and aren't particularly interested in me playing something else, they don't come and watch. So obviously over here on Kick, I'm going to try and use this platform to allow me to do other things when I'm streaming that aren't necessarily farm sim. And obviously the YouTube channel, which is pretty much heavily farm sim these days, will continue just to be the home of farm sim. But it would be nice to obviously be able to do a few more bits and pieces over here, live streaming and stuff. One of the things I have started doing in the last week or so is doing a load of doing just chatting streams, where I basically just turn the stream on, sit here and talk to the world and let the world talk back at me. That's it. No gaming. Talk about absolutely anything, real life, whatever, you know. There's no real theme to it, you know. We can do whatever we want, talk about whatever we want, and it's just a place to hang out, socialise and have fun. So that's what I'm trying to do, and obviously that all takes time, and there is a limited amount of that available to me each and every week at the moment, because of obviously everything that's happened in the last month and a half, and my social situation, which I'm not going to keep going over, because obviously those of you that have been here know, and those of you that don't, you can go back and watch content where obviously things get explained and you'll realise what's going on. So yeah, trying to establish myself on a new platform requires me to put in a lot of time, do a lot of streaming, spend a lot of hours being live, being present, and as a result I haven't had a lot of time to sit down and do, you know, actual recording for the YouTube channel, hence why there has been no standard regular Riverview upload this morning, Monday 3rd of April on the YouTube channel. This VOD, this video, will be in place of that video, the Monday video. And the reason why I've chosen to do it with the Riverview series and not New Jersey. New Jersey, I'm going to continue to record as normal for the time being. Is because obviously this series is coming to an end very soon, and I will be starting a new series, new Let's Play on a new map in a short while. And obviously, it might be a case that when I start the new series, I stream it here. I stream the new series to start with here to help me, obviously, with my kit presence and export the VODs to the YouTube. And then, obviously, once I've got established a little bit here on Kit and I've gained all my hit all my short-term targets and goals, then obviously the series can go back to being regularly recorded and uploaded to the YouTube channel, which is obviously better, because then obviously when I do the normal recording, the offline recording, you get to enjoy the videos captured in lovely 4K, whereas obviously the streaming platforms do not let me stream in 4K. So obviously those of you that have been watching the Riverview series up to now will notice that today's video is only 1080p HD, and obviously the next few videos in the series are only going to be 1080p HD. I'm sorry about that, but I can't do anything about that, I don't think. Without messing around, to be honest, it's going to cause me more hassle to try and set up recording in 4K and streaming at 1080, especially with the fact that all my overlays and icons and graphics and stuff are all sort of formatted and ratioed to 1080. So if I tried to do it at 4K, you're going to end up with stuff sitting in one corner of the screen. You know, the overlay isn't going to fit, sadly. But yeah, it will just make life a little bit easier for me to record these last few episodes of Riverview whilst I'm live streaming. Makes it a bit easier for me. I'm also actually trying today to record the video whilst I'm streaming. So I'm streaming to the internet whilst also recording to the hard drive. That hopefully saves me having to download the VOD, and will also mean I've got a little bit more control about cutting out any audio or stuff. You know, like if there's any copyright issues or anything like that, I can, you know, deal with that in the edit. So actually, I still will be rendering and uploading these videos as a video, because yeah, I'm not going to be doing a VOD. I'm not using the VOD files, so I'm actually recording it. It's a lot to get your head round on a Monday morning, folks. It is a lot to get your head round on a Monday morning. So much. And it's been a weekend. It has been a weekend, folks. Because again, those of you that have been long time subs here and viewers and followers and that will know, one, I'm a huge Formula 1 fan, and of course this weekend was the Australian Grand Prix, and if you know anything about time zones around the world, the UK and Australia aren't on the same time, so unfortunately all of the Grand Prix stuff has been taking place like from sort of 1 AM in the morning till, you know, mid-morning. Certainly like the free practice sessions and the FP1, FP3 and stuff like that was all I'm just thinking, I enabled a mod today, and something to do with swath, was it swath add-on or something? I don't know what it does. I can't actually remember what that mod does, but for some reason I've downloaded it and installed it. And I'm just a little bit confused. Because I was expecting to see something different happening with the harvester, and I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe I'm getting confused with the more straw available mod that I've also downloaded but have not installed on this series, but may install on future Let's Plays. But yes, as I was saying, ladies and gents, big Formula 1 fan, so obviously Australian Grand Prix, watching that Friday morning here in the UK, very early, starting at 1 AM for free practice 1, and then a little bit later on for free practice 2, and then obviously Saturday was the same with free practice 3, and then qualifying, and then obviously Sunday with the race itself. So, you know, I've spent a lot of time not sleeping this weekend, and also I've had the double whammy as well this weekend with the fact that, again, for those of you that are aware, I'm a big WWE wrestling fan. And of course, it's been the Super Bowl of wrestling this weekend. It's been WrestleMania weekend. So Friday night, very late Friday night, into Saturday morning was the Hall of Fame ceremony. And then we had Saturday night going into Sunday morning. We had night one. We had night one. We had, well, was it Stand and Deliver? No, was it? No, we had the NXT pay-per-view, didn't we? Stand and Deliver. And then we had night one of WrestleMania. That was it. And then obviously last night, Sunday night going into Monday morning, we had night 2 of WrestleMania. And then finally, finally to end the weekend, tonight, Monday night going into Tuesday morning, we have the Raw after WrestleMania. So, yeah, expecting to be quite a tired boy by tomorrow night. Thankfully, there's no midweek football for me either this week, so I don't have to go to any football matches tomorrow night. So I'll be able to have a nice early night in bed tomorrow and try and get some sleep that I've not had for a week. And then take it from there, I guess. Of course, also this week, I've got the wonderful joy of having my birthday on Thursday. So I'm probably going to be doing an all-day stream here on Kit on Thursday to mark the occasion and celebrate the occasion, because it's not like I have anyone in real life to hang out with and spend my day with, so I might as well come online and hang out and spend it with all of you lot instead. Yes, getting sunflower harvesting done today. That'll be very nice. I don't think, like I say, it is November, so I'm not really going to be able to do anything to this field before winter sets in. Certainly I'm not going to be able to do any seeding, I don't think. Let's have a look. Crop calendar. Do I have a crop calendar? No, I don't, do I? Because we're not playing with seasons. I keep forgetting that. So actually, I could, I suppose, after I've harvested this, get the seeder out and do some oilseed radish. Keep the process flowing in that sense. But yeah, I'm looking forward to starting a new series, actually. In fact, as weird as it sounds, I know on like the New Jersey series, that might be ending fairly soon as well. There's just a couple of achievements obviously I want to get in game which that series is going to help me do. And then I'll be looking at maybe moving to another map as well, and doing a playthrough on a different map. Obviously, we just had the new, I've been testing the new 4 Lakes by Stevie map. And obviously, for those of you here on Kick will know, I did a massive 14-hour streaming session last week to do that. I tested the map during the course of a day to help Stevie finding bugs and fixing things and stuff like that, which was quite good, quite interesting. And then obviously when that map gets released, that could be a candidate for a new series. Could definitely be a candidate for a series. And then obviously it's a case of just having a look at what other maps are out and about in the world and in the wild. Again, I haven't really paid that much attention to map releases, certainly Mod Hub releases, and I'm only looking at Mod Hub releases when I'm looking at maps. I'm not testing, I'm not going to download and test anything off third-party websites and things like that, because obviously you just don't know what the quality is going to be like. I would much rather have, if I'm going to play a map, I would much rather use a map that's been, you know, through Giant's testing process, and Giants have said it's, you know, reasonably okay. You know, when it comes to mods, vehicles, equipment, things like that, obviously I don't mind mucking about with stuff from different sources and different places, because, you know, at the end of the day, if a tractor doesn't work, you just uninstall it and it won't make a lot of difference. If a map doesn't work, then that's the whole series knackered. As was the case before I started this series, when I was playing on that, 16X map? I can't even remember what it was called now. I only did 8 episodes, and then we ended up coming here because that save broke, because the map was broke, or wasn't compatible with the version of the game after Giants updated it. And obviously that's obviously a bit of an issue. I'm driving round and round and round and round, and I don't appear to be filling very quickly, do I? Have you noticed that? We don't seem to be getting... Well, might be because I haven't unloaded recently, but we're only half full. Right, let's see. If this guy's going to want to work with a giant worker. A giant's worker. We'll get a screenshot for the thumbnail. Obviously, we like screenshots for the thumbnails. We are about 27 minutes into this video. Let's go and have a look at what's going on elsewhere. How's the animals doing at the minute? They're fairly good. Chickens, fairly good. Loads of chickens. More cow. Ooh, they need some food. One lot of cows need some food. That's probably my new pen. In fact, they need a lot of food because they've ate all their total mixed ration. Let's put that back on so I can see. down. Right. Bit of straw. I'm also expecting to have a bit of a problem. I need to go and check on something as well in a minute. Don't I? Because I've got a horrible feeling when it comes to silage, I may have lost all my silage bales with the update, the 1.9 update, because obviously I've been putting silage bales in those lovely storage objects, the storage object storage mod from GTX. I've been using the bale storage little building things, and patch 1.9 broke those because Giants have added their own pallet and bale storage building thing to the game, which uses a similar, very similar script, and yeah, broke things. The GTX had to issue an update. The only problem is I think the update causes all of the contents of the buildings to disappear. So we will have to go and have a look at those in a second. We will. Let's see what is occurring. So that should be them having a little bit of total meat ration, yes. We obviously need to give them a lot more though. There's plenty of manure as well building up. So yeah, I'm going to have to continue to do some total mixed rationing. I've also got a slight feeling that I've undone some of my really great work. Because I think I also re-verified all my game files and reinstalled the game the other week, last week, whatever. Whenever the patch dropped and the new DLC and everything came out, I did a update. To try and fix that issue that my PC's been having, but I think it's a PC issue. It's not a game issue because, like I say, reinstalled everything. But I think by reinstalling everything, some of my own little custom edits and tweaks to obviously the game equipment and stuff has been undone. Because I'm pretty sure I modified this to be much higher capacity. So when I was mixing TMR, I could mix, you know, 60,000 litres or something like that in it, and to make it a little bit easier for me to feed the cows on this map. So I wasn't having to keep driving backwards and forwards, mixing loads and loads and loads of TMR. But I'm guessing by re-verifying and reinstalling all the files, I've got the defaults. So I'm going to have to go through and redo all my own little edits and tweaks and things. It's not a problem. It's just that sometimes, obviously, when I'm busy recording and then streaming, I completely forget, and then once I stop recording and streaming, I go away and do other things, and then, like I say, I forget that I need to make some fixes. Need to do some stuff before the next time I start recording and streaming. That's one of the good things I like about my Ringwood series, because obviously there are regular viewers on that series when I stream it. They do remind me if I've forgotten to do anything between 1 week and the next. They're like an extra backup brain for me. Because when my brain forgets, I guarantee the viewers haven't. So they're good at reminding me of these things. But yes, this is my first, like I say, first attempt at recording my content at the same time as streaming. I hope it's gone really well. I won't find out until I come to edit the video and render it later. But for now, for those of you watching this on video, I'm going to say thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Goodbye.